Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. Are we all live? Are we all here? I think we are. So, hey, hi, how you doing? Markus Patton here with another Ramble chat of the week thing, dealio that I'm going to be doing today on this day, the 24th of May. Some news for you today. So let's get on with it then, I guess. So I'm going to be. No, so let me introduce myself first. Let me introduce myself. So, hi, I'm Markus Patton. I draw comics, commissions, pin-ups, generally wherever my whims take me. This is my YouTube/Twitch channel. Thank you for rocking up. For those of you who turned up now or later, much appreciated. You guys, you're the best. So yeah, if you could like, subscribe, and do all that kind of noise, that'd be fantastic. If you dig what you see on this, I've got a Patreon, I've got a Ko-fi, I've got an Etsy store where you can buy comics and my prints. That'd be swell. Cool. Now that's out of the way. I guess the first port of call would be that I'm going to be at I should be more slicker, so I'm going to be at Macclesfield Comic Con in Macclesfield. There you go. You should be able to. I'm going to practice doing that on my free time. So yeah, the 20. I'm going to be there on the 22nd of June. That's when the actual comic convention's on. I'm going to be selling my wares, so I'll be there with 13 shots of whiskey, the last few issues of Here Comes the Dragon Punch, and hopefully the first issue of Kindness of Killers is coming along a patch. Hopefully I'll have all that finished in the next week or two and sent off, and then fingers. So yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'm not saying sure if I might have some exclusive stuff there as well. I'm thinking of doing a like a zine type thing that would only be for Macclesfield, because basically I've seen people make zines. It looks quite interesting. I like to see if I can do it. I've got the paperwork. I've got more than enough fucking artwork to fit it in. So yeah, hopefully you will see me attempt to make a zine over the next month. I can do that in a month, surely. Maybe, yeah. Anyway, so so I'm going to be there next month in a month's time. Wow, time is creeping up. So yeah, there's that. As you'll have seen me via these channels, I've been cracking on drawing and inking Here Comes Dragon Punch. It's coming along well, I think. No, not Here Comes Dragon Punch. Silly me. The Kindness of Killers. So I've basically penciled everything, and now I'm on to the inking stage, which is coming along fine. I mean, inking it's not so much the inking that's kind of like, what am I doing? It's the more it's the rendering, like, because the last comic book I did was in color, which is easy to render color because like it's color, right? Whereas like this is a black and white comic, and it's a case of like, how do I get the tones right and the values right, and what is too much and what is not enough, and yeah. I'm like 95% the way there. I just need to be a little bit more there, and then it'll be finished. So like, or just say fuck it, that's good enough. Yeah. So yeah. What wasn't good enough, as a segue, was going back having to rearranged some of the panels because the word balloons didn't fit, and I because the last few comics I've done, I've lettered, and I have a much different way to lettering than Nick does, which is fine. Well, it's a learning curve, and I have to learn, because otherwise I won't grow. So yeah, and one of the basic rules of comic book storytelling that I just kind of glossed over is like the first person speaks on the first person's on the left. That's what the first speech being left to right. That's how we do it. And instinctively, I must know that, but like you kind of got to remind yourself that that's how we do it in this hemisphere. Like it's weird. I grew up reading manga, obviously, but like I'm not a massive manga fan, but like just that just the initialness of manga and reading from left to right, so right to left, or just basically I read comics and books differently than I would do if I get and it was just a short period of time where it's like, oh, it's just manga as opposed to like comics, and then I have no idea why that habit got in there and burrowed in there. But anyway, so one of the issues I was having was and I had to then go recompose, right? So fuck's sake, so bloody hell. So the top one here, that was the original composition, right? And Jack, the chick, is the first person speaking, right? And I thought I had left enough. Dialogue room for the to go in the middle there and stuff, but like apparently I hadn't and stuff, and also like it kind of makes it confusing because basically her boyfriend Riley talks second, so she talks first, he talks second, and obviously I had given him some shit haircut that I couldn't get right. I like drawing dreads, but like I seem to only get like the initial sketch of it down fine, and I can't really replicate it in a turnaround. So I was like, no, that's not fucking good enough. So what I did was I cut and paste the panel. So as you can tell, this is the new panel. So we got Jack on the left hand side, and then we've got Riley talking and stuff, and looking at it now, it looks like I'm going to have to shrink Jack down a bit because she's out of proportion with it, but like so I maybe make Riley a bit bigger. Anyway, to indicate, so anyway, that's basic composition rule 101 that I fucked up, so, and I've corrected. So left to right, Jack's the first person to talk, Riley, and then it's and then I've also made because one of the problems with this page was also not only was the fact that I made Riley's hair look crap in it, so I've redesigned it so he looks better now, but like he's meant to be eating some cereal in He's meant to be eating some cereal in this pages, and I didn't make that abundantly clear. So it's a chance to basically go back and redraw and redo this page. So that's one way in which I just didn't follow basic comic rules, and I did a bad job. Bad Marcus. But out of 22 pages, one shitty page is to be expected, I guess. And then the next thing I did was the top one here. That is the original composition of the panel, and during the thumbnailing sketches and everything, I it looked good. It looked okay, and then but when it came to the penciling stage, it's like it's not 100% clear what's going on really, and it's kind of boring, and it's just And I'd been doing quite a few other things with that page. It's a bit more kind of like kinetic and experimental, and it's like, I can do better than that, surely. And so that we get down to this panel, in which we I like the idea of a zoomed in close up of the sword going through Kenosha's ear. Kiyoshi's ear, right? And yeah, so that's what, and it's like, oh, how interesting can I make that being, you know? So like what, so yeah, and then this is a small resolution panel because I didn't get the proper size, but instead of, I used because I've downloaded a bunch of half tone brushes, and this is a half tone, so like it is so like it's not the normal inking brushes that I use for everything else. So yeah, anyway, I like how this turned out. I think I might have to put in the Kushora's actual gi into it all, so it kind of slides across. I think the cut off there where it just kind of fades in, I don't think that looks all that good. Also, I don't know how necessarily I would be able to stick a panel like because the initial idea was to have like the slicing of the ear be 3 separate panels that kind of framed the action there. But because of the way I've composed the panel and everything, and the way I composed the page, it really wasn't enough room to stick like 3 separate panels in there, unless I did. I don't know. I mean, the action sequence I had composed didn't really lend for it and stuff, and you know, I do like this motif here, and also the ear flying off into the front and everything. I think this is a lot more interesting of a panel, and I like the way it looks. And so yeah, that is me going back and correcting and stuff. So now we've got because like the rest of the panel, if I do say so myself, is pretty interestingly composed. Like in terms of an action sequence, it's really, you know, it's a bit more, it's kinetic, it was clearly readable, but like there's a lot more, it's basically a bit more kind of an experimental kind of like way of doing things, like and the way and to end it on the top panel there, this panel here kind of makes it a bit more on the duller side of things. It's not really it's a bit more of a damp squid of a full stop. I mean, maybe if I'd managed to compose Takai in a, maybe who knows, maybe if I went back and rejigged the way Kushora's arm is going or whatever, I could have maybe made it, but like no, this is a better panel. So that's what I did with my time. I recomposed and rejigged these panels. I think they came out well. I mean, and so other than that, it's literally just been inking. There's been a couple of days where I've not there's been a couple of days where I've not live streamed because I can't. I wanted to listen to. I don't know. I just. Yeah, in the evenings I haven't been live streaming as much as I probably should be, which I'll probably get back to probably next week. However, it might be a bit more difficult because the little girl is off school for half term. She's got a daycare club in for 3 of the day, But Monday, I'm not too sure what the actual dealio of that is. I may I may only have to do some live streaming in the afternoon. But in terms of me live streaming, I'm gonna do something different, because generally during the week and stuff, I don't have the microphone on, as you can tell by the fact that like it's just industrial metal and stuff, industrial music and everything, as opposed to the lo-fi jazz we got going on now. And basically the reason for that is because I can't really talk and draw at the same time. I need to concentrate and stuff, and it's a case of like, I'd rather do one thing well than two things badly, you know. So, but this is not what these platforms are meant for. Right? They're meant for like, hey, back and forth and shit like that. So I think what I'm gonna do from on Wednesdays and Thursday evenings from about like 10 o'clock London time, I'm going to start doing a chat and draw, in which basically similar sort of dealio to what we've got now, except instead of me recounting my news and what I've done, I'm just going to sit, turn the microphone on, finish off doing something that isn't requiring all my attention, can be a bit more of like a lo-fi kind of like vibey kind of vibe thing, and enjoy that. So for this, so I kind of soft launched it last Wednesday, and I was basically inking this Hawk Girl page. Turns out that while I do like Hawk Girl, and I do, she's a cool character, I cannot really draw wings. So I think that may have been a bit of a just trying to find a reference image for the wings and flight. Maybe in a bit. I maybe should have. Anyway, so like that was probably a bit more to tackle in an hour's worth of fucking kind of, hey, we're just vibing here kind of thing. So next week, I will probably not be doing. I might be doing this. I probably won't be. I think my plan is that I'm going to do a piece that to demonstrate like, hey, commissions are open. So I think my plan is to draw a Magneto piece. Yeah, I think that's the plan for next week. So next week, Wednesday and Thursday, essentially going to be this vibe, but we're going to look like this vibe, essentially. But obviously, instead of having the asset screen, we're going to have a screen to draw on. So yeah. That's the plan for the next. But you know, and if you turn up, that's fine. If you don't, well, that's fine too. Like if worst case scenario, it just means that one, I've got an excuse to draw my one. It means I allot a bunch of time to sit and finish commission portfolio work. I means I don't burn myself out running towards finishing a comic page and stuff, and I just get on with getting on and stuff. So that's going to be the plan for the next for the next foreseeable. So like essentially the schedule's going to be, unless I forget to turn the streaming thing on, Mondays to Thursdays through the week, you're going to just watch me draw, no camera, no microphone and stuff, see me compose pages and stuff. I was planning on maybe turning them into the videos of their own, but like I don't know how much fun that would be to watch me just, I don't know. Then for the chat and draw ones, that would be Wednesdays and Thursdays. I was going to do last night, but basically my eyes went weird about 11 o'clock yesterday, and it's a case of like, and it caused like a painless migraine, and it's like, I probably need to pull that back. So so that's why I didn't do it last night. But like from now on, Wednesdays and Thursdays, provided my brain doesn't explode, we're going to be doing a chit chat and draw. So come along, say hi. If you've got any questions for me or whatever, just put them down in the comments or whatever, and then we'll go from there. And then on Fridays, provided next Friday won't be a Ramble chat, because essentially my kid will be here, I think, and I won't be so I won't be having the time of that. But like after that will be Ramble. Thursdays, Fridays will be Ramble chatting and stuff. Yeah. So that's the schedule for the streaming and everything. I think I'm gonna stop fucking around with Instagram. I haven't bothered with it recently, and it doesn't seem to be, and it seems to be the same level of non-engagement, and so I might slowly phase that out, and then put whatever efforts I have into it into the Substack and stuff. So, but that's just behind the scenes chicanery. You don't really need to know or care about that. I think that is me for this week. Yeah. So next week the streams during the day will be a bit more sporadic and stuff. Should be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for the most of the day and stuff, because a little girl is off doing little girl things. During the next month, I'm gonna be at Macc-Pow Festival, and yeah, I will see you later. Click like and subscribe. Support me on the Patreon, on the Ko-fi, at the Etsy, all those content creator tab shit where you have to sell your soul, plugging your stuff. Hasta mañana. No. Hasta luego. Hasta luego.